Welcome everyone. And you are in for a treat today. Why, you might ask? Because you are about to watch the most number one video of all number one videos. So today we are looking at all my dumpster dive finds for the month of September. It was a rough month. GameStop, my usual GameStop, destroyed a lot of stuff. Otherwise, I would have a lot more here. But we got a couple good things. I'm not too terribly disappointed. So let's go over it. Let's go over what I found, and I'm also going to complain a little bit, because that's what I like to do. I like to complain about GameStop and how pissed I am that they destroy things. So let's get into this. Oh boy. Okay, here we are. First up, we have a whole package of Fallout stickers. That's it. Just a whole package of Fallout stickers. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, but hey, cool. Next up, we have a whole package of Tomb Raider flashlights. I'm assuming these were pre-order giveaways. I actually have another one. My wife stole it. She saw them and she's like, I have to have one. So let me go grab that. Oh, she took it. Where did she put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So, here's the flashlight. This is what they all look like. They say Tomb Raider on them. It's just a cheap little flashlight. Comes with batteries. Pretty bright. Look at that. Bright. Also, it's funny, even the batteries inside this are have the Tomb Raider logo on them. Let's see if I can open this up with one hand here and show you guys. Okay. Tomb Raider batteries. Awesome. All right. So this is that. Got a whole package of those. Next up, I found a whole bunch of lanyards. I have a pretty large lanyard collection. So we found some couple brand new Wii U ones. Here's a couple opened Wii U ones. We have a Red Dead Redemption. There was a ton of these, but they were all kind of broken. I guess that's why they threw them out. These are made kind of cheaply, where the cloth here, or whatever the hell you want to call this, just kind of snaps into these, so it doesn't secure them really well. So I just grabbed one and repaired it. It's a pretty simple repair. You just snapped it back into place, but I made sure that the little teeth that grab the cloth or the material here, I made sure it actually got into the material to hold it. So that's good. And final lanyard, we have a Rainbow Six Siege Advanced, what the fuck does that say? Advanced Edition. Sweet. All right, next up, we have Nintendo Switch controller condoms. You know, I grabbed them because I was like, wow, never seen these before. Nintendo Switch controller condoms. Fuck it, I'll take them. I'll take it. It's free. I'll take it. And then I found a whole pile of chargers. Like, you know, they're like phone chargers, USB chargers here. We've got one for LG. We got, I don't know what the fuck this one's for. No name. This is another no name thing, but it's got two. So I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. You know, you never know when you fucking need one of these. So I grab them. All right. Here we are, coming up on some games here. Amazing, surprising finds. All right. So I found some DS games, and man, I've been diving for years, and very rarely do you find Nintendo DS games. You do find them, but it's rare. And it's also extremely rare to find a good one. Now, these first three games, they didn't have their cases. I had extra cases, so I just put them in the cases. But, so we got this here. Megamind, the Blue Defender. My favorite game of all time. I love horses. I cannot wait to dive into this game here. This I just made kind of, you know, a little generic case. There it is. There's the beauty right there. And the good one, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Pokemon games, you know, they kind of hold their value. This one is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Man, I am blind. I cannot read that. Something of Darkness. You guys could probably read that better than I can. Something of Darkness. Explorers of Darkness? I don't know. Does that even say darkness? Anyways, I have a whole huge box of DS cases, and I was like, I know I have this Pokemon case, because I have like 1,000 goddamn Pokemon cases. But unfortunately, I did not have the Mystery Dungeon Explorer of Darkness. I had Explorer of Sky, so I was like, fuck it, that's close enough. We'll put it in there, and I bet you I'll find, I'll keep an eye out, because I still find tons of DS cases. I don't grab them anymore because I have way too many. The best game I found, and this I know was a mistake by GameStop. This is the first 3DS game that I've ever found, and it's a good one. So it's a game that I'll actually play. Final Fantasy Explorers. And come on, open up, you son of a bitch. And there it was. I opened it up. The game was in there. And it was in good shape. Definitely a mistake by GameStop. Somebody probably traded it in, and usually they go through, they open up all the cases, they take the games out, they throw away the cases. I guess they forgot to take the game out of this one, because this is still a $15 game, like all day long, $15. So GameStop ain't gonna throw that away, no, unless it's an accident. So that's actually a good find for me, because that's a game I will play. It's the first 3DS game that I've ever found, and that's going in my collection for sure. Back to this Pokemon one. This is still a $15 game. I know why they threw it away, though, because if you look at the bottom here, the game still works. Don't get me wrong, but I guess they don't sell them if they're you know, little missing these little plastic things in the back, because I've seen them do this before, where they throw out, you know, decent games that they could definitely sell, but they're missing, you know, a couple of these little plastic, I don't know, separators or whatever they are. But the game still works fine, so I take it. It's going to my collection. All right, next up, we don't have a lot of games this month, and that's because the goddamn main GameStop that I go to, man, they've been just destroying games left and right, and some good ones too, man. This month, shit, there was some really good PS4 titles that they tossed out that were destroyed. There was a Wii U, a good Wii U game. What the hell was it? I don't remember, but it was a good Wii U game. And they just bent them. There was a ton of 360 games they bent, PS3 games they bent. I mean, anyways, as they able to get these, there's just the one douche that works there who's been just going try hard, and fucking when he works, he destroys everything. And like, he goes crazy. And I guess the other guy who works there, who doesn't destroy shit, is just doesn't give a fuck and just throws shit out. But it seems like this new douche is just working a lot more. But anyways, we got Madden 08 for the PS3. Oh man, that's complete. We got Sniper Elite 3 for the PS4, complete. We got Call of Duty Black Ops, the Platinum Edition. And we have Call of Duty Black Ops Collection. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, but it does not have everything in there. It has the one Black Ops game. Then it's got a fucking Guitar Hero PlayStation 3 game. Whatever. I take it. Alright. Next up, we found a Nintendo Wii. Now, this console was a struggle. So, I find the console. It's got some schmutz like all over it. I bring it home, you know, I wipe it off, I plug it in. All I see is like a weird orange light, and I'm like, wow, this thing's not powering on. So me being me, I couldn't just leave it alone, you know. I kept trying to turn it on, and then finally I took it apart, and there was like, it was just soaked with coffee. I'm surprised this thing didn't blow up when I tried it, because I kept trying to turn it on. And it was just full of like coffee. I don't know why it should have like dripped out all over the place when I was, you know, moving it around, but it wasn't. I had no idea. It was just, it's like somebody dumped coffee in it. It was like blip, 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 blip. Anyways, so I eventually cleaned it all up, and plugged it back in, and it did power on. I powered on, started up. I was like, yay, awesome. I saved it. I saved the Wii. Not quite. The DVD drive must have fried because the motor, it's not taking the discs in. So, and I heard like some weird, like, I heard a quick sizzle sound. So, yeah. But I will put this in I have a stash of a few consoles that kind of work but don't work, so this one's going in that box if I ever need parts or something, or I have an extra DVD drive for this. I just pop it in there and we'll have a complete Wii. But it also came with the AV cord and the sensor bar, and that's cool because, you know, I have a bunch of Wiis that are missing, you know, certain things. One might be missing the AV cable, one might be missing this, so I've got those now, and those will help complete those systems. Then we found a GameCube controller. It's a GameStop branded one, but it works. So, you know, it's a cheesy GameStop version, but I'll take it. You know, controller's a controller. Oh boy, next up, man, this is a real bummer, downer. Well, not this first game. First game, Zelda Twilight Princess. I was like, no way, this game's gonna be it. There it is, but it is a European version of the game, and it actually did not come in this case. I put it in that case. It came in this fucking case, We do not sell. We do not buy or sell Euro games. It's all fucking taped to shit. But the game and everything was in here, so yeah, I put it in a nicer case, and I now own a PAL version of Twilight Princess. I don't know if the Wii is I don't know if you can play like PAL games on the NTSC version of the Wii. I've never tried, so I'll pop it in and see what happens. But either way, cool find, I think. Dude, this was a bummer. So this isn't even all of the GameCube games that I found. There was a couple more in there. I just grabbed a handful because GameCube cases are, for me anyways, just harder to come by. So now I got a nice stash of GameCube cases. But the big bummer of this is every one of these cases had the games with them. But they fucking smashed every one, dude. Look, I saved one. I brought the smashed game, but they did this to every game. This one ain't even bad. Most of the games were in like 50 pieces. This one's only in two. But yeah, dude, every GameCube game is smashed and destroyed. And why? Why would they do that? Because obviously these are games that a customer brought in and were either deemed not worth anything, or they were possibly scratched, and GameStop said, oh, we're not going to take these. Either it's not worth anything, or, they were too damaged. And then usually they'll ask the customer, do you just want us to throw these away? And because I've gone through this, I brought in tons of games before that I've gotten out of their dumpster and traded in, but I brought them in, and certain ones they'll take, other ones they don't take, and they'll be like, you want us to just throw these out? And you can be like, yes or no. But if the customer tells you to throw them out, there is no reason to destroy them. So the dude is doing it just to be a douche. Like, customer trade-in shit, there's no rule to destroy shit that they ask you to throw out. There is a rule to destroy, stuff that was GameStop's, like, let's say they had a game that they had on display, just a game that they had on display, and people touched it, finger fucked it, or whatever. But it was an actual game that GameStop, bought to sell, or whatever the reason. If it was GameStop's, yeah, there's a rule there where if you throw shit out, yeah, you destroy it, whether it be games or game guides or whatever it is. So it doesn't surprise me that GameStop does destroy shit. I mean, it is a rule, but it's just that my GameStop has never done it before, and now all of a sudden they're doing it. But anyways, look at all these games they fucking destroy for no reason. Call of Duty, the big red one. Call of Duty, Finest Hour. Here's a game I would have played. I love the Need for Speed games. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Strike Force Bowling. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Lord of the Rings. So these are all empty, but man, too bad they didn't trade them in on the day where the other dude was working who doesn't destroy shit. Because I have none of these games. I don't have very many GameCube games. I have maybe 30 or 40, and I have none of these games. It would have been nice to add these all to my collection. But some douche fucking destroyed them all. Alright, next up, I found a brand new headset. I think it's a Tritron or something. I don't know how to say it. But it's brand new. And at first I was like, oh shit, there's no cords are cut. They didn't fucking ruin anything. I was like, awesome. and it turns out it's just missing the mic. So you would plug the mic in here, and it's missing that. So that's probably why they threw it out. But you can, I've seen them on eBay. You can buy the mics separately for $12. But I don't even need a headset. But I'm gonna hold on to this because maybe I'll eventually find the mic. I don't know. Or if I ever need one, then for $12 I can get a mic on eBay and have a pretty nice headset. These headsets get pretty good reviews for sound quality and stuff. Next up, I found another 2-week Xbox Live code. I have so many of these now, but the cool thing is you keep finding these, you keep finding them, I save them. I have unlimited Xbox Live, man. I haven't paid for Xbox Live in years. Then I found a whole stack of Game Informer magazines, and I never grab the whole stack. I mean, what the fuck am I going to do with the whole stack of magazines? But I always grab one so I can just thumb through it and check it out. And let's see. Let's get over here. We found a Xbox 360 camera. They did destroy this. They cut the fucking cord, but I was like, fuck you, I'm going to fix this. It was an easy fix. I just popped that casing off there, and you can see where I have the heat shrink tubing there. I didn't quite get it in far enough, but I mean, it still looks good. You can barely tell I did anything to it. But yeah, I fixed that. That works. We got one of these cords. I don't know why they fucking didn't cut this. I found these at the same time. They cut that, but they didn't cut this. What the fuck? I don't fucking know. Then I found a PlayStation 1, 2, or 3. You can use these on 1, 2, or 3 AV cords. And I needed a set of these because I have a complete PS2, but the AV cord that I have for it is like 6 inches long. It's like the weirdest cord. It's like, how the fuck? Why would anybody use this cord? But so I needed one that was long, so I was happy to find that. Then I found a HDMI cord. I was running low on these, but I've been finding them lately, so now I have a nice little stash. And this is just a really long, like 10 foot, 12 foot long USB to mini USB. This I was happy to find. A Xbox 360 Elite style hard drive. I needed it. I have an Elite system, but it was missing the hard drive, and I could have just put one of the regular colored ones on it, but I don't like doing that because it looks ugly. So I was happy to find this. So now I will put that with the Elite Xbox. And finally, the last thing here, we found a 360. I did make a video on this Xbox 360 already. This was a curb stomped Xbox 360. GameStop attempted to destroy it. I mean, they did a pretty good job. It was pretty beat. It was all caved in and smushed here, was smushed here. Fucking DVD tray wouldn't even open. This part was over here where you put the hard drive in was just completely caved in. You definitely couldn't put a hard drive in there if you wanted to, but I made a video on fixing it. I fixed it all up. You can barely tell now. I mean, she's straight. She's straight. She's looking good, and it works fine. Everything's working. You can see maybe some little bit of damage if I take this off. You can see that it's still got, it's got some dings and doodads, but you can get a hard drive in there now. I mean, this was just smushed. Everything was smushed. Like, you definitely couldn't get a hard drive in it. You couldn't even plug the damn thing in the back. It was all out of whack. But I saved it. I saved this Xbox from the dumpster. from a life in the dumpster. It's been saved, and now somebody can enjoy that Xbox. So that's it for my finds, my dumpster dive finds for the month. Yeah, hopefully I can continue to make these videos, because nobody watches them, nobody gives a fuck, but I like making them. You know, I like keeping track of all the shit I find, and so hopefully I can keep finding stuff, and can make another video for next month. So if I can, I will be back, and see you then. Thanks for watching.